Hello friends, my name is Luke Bricker. I'm the Spiritual Nomad. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I just have a really quick thought for you today, and this thought has to do with money. And I know as soon as people start talking about money, especially mixing it with spirituality, people get really skittish really quick and for really good reasons. So I just want to let you know up front, I have nothing to sell you. I don't have any pyramid scheme. I don't have a course. There's nothing that I want you to do other than subscribe to the channel. But this is just simply a thought that has transformed my life. I'm married, I have 2 kids, I have a lot of responsibility. I live in San Diego, one of the most expensive cities in the United States or the world for that matter. And my mindset about money has had to take a dramatic shift for me to really not only survive, but thrive. And so I just want to implant this thought into you that has helped me over the past few years become established in my own life. And the thought is this: it's having a mindset that I have more than enough. Even if the facts say otherwise, even if my bank account says otherwise, even if my circumstances say otherwise, a deep sense of knowing that I have more than enough. And secondly, this is an amazing mind shift. There is always more money to be made. There's always more money to be made. So many of us are fearful about the money that we have, and we begin to hoard what we have, and we begin to be stingy and become impoverished in our mindset, not realizing that there is infinite and vast resources for everyone. There is more than enough resources for every single person. And I'm not even going to talk about government structure or pay structure or the woes of capitalism or anything like that. Frankly, I don't, maybe you could call it privilege, I'm not sure, but I don't know that any of that is going to dictate my reality as a, middle-class human being. And so I want to just encourage you. I don't know who's watching this video or when you're watching it, but today is Friday. For many people, it's payday on this day that I'm recording. And they're seeing a direct deposit that they are upset about, and they're asking a question, rightfully so: how am I going to survive for the long haul if I'm only expecting to receive this? And that's what I think our mindset can change. It's shifting to say that, I'm not just only going to see this, but rather, what are other opportunities in my life that the divine might bring into being that will give me a chance to be able to get out of a mindset of survival and into a mindset of thriving. And so that's going to take some time. It's going to take a period of time to be able to develop the mindset and the attitude and the true gratitude. And then we're going to have to stay consistent in that for a period of time to begin to see the fruit of our labor of giving it truly the space to grow in our life. So I just want to encourage you with that today. 1, you have more than enough, even though everything else might look otherwise. And 2, there is always more money to be made. It's an optimistic view of my life. It's an optimistic way of viewing this resource that we call money that we need to live in the modern world, in the United States of America, or wherever you're watching this from. It's I don't even want to call it a necessary evil, because money is not evil. Money is the root of all kinds of evil, as Jesus says. There's all kinds of evil that can be done with money, to get money and use money for wrong and ill. But there's also amazing benefits to income. And so, we have to shift our mindset and be good stewards of the resources. And I believe stewarding where you're at now, eventually you will outgrow the container that you're in and be invited by the divine into a more expansive container where more can be given. And this process will continue to happen as you progress, as you expand, as you push up against the walls of your current situation and circumstance and container. The divine will invite you into greater, more expansive ways of living and being in the world, and give you more resource as you become the faithful steward of it. Jesus says, if you're faithful with a little, more will be given. So if we're unhappy with the direct deposit today, We need to be content with that and ask the best way to steward that and to believe into a future reality, not today's, because I have more than enough and there's always more money to be made. There's always more to be made. And why not somebody genuine and honest and trustworthy like you to be the recipient of those resources? So I'm not sure who needs to hear that, but we need to shift our mentality around this. And once again, I understand it's very, very taboo to talk about money in spiritual circles, but I do think it's integral that we shift this in ourselves, because we need more conscious people collecting the cash. We need more conscious people who are going to really give thought to and think about resource in a way that is optimistic, positive, that is truly generous. And the fact is, most of the people who obtain the wealth, I don't think I have to convince you, they don't have that sense of, generosity and ecumenical, habits. So I want to encourage you, as a person who is trusted by the universe, to open yourself up to greater possibility so that collectively we can do things for ourselves, for our family, for our friends, for our spiritual community, for our cities, that we can do things that are going to progress spiritual awareness. And frankly, cash is a way to enable more people to be more alive. Because whenever we don't have that, we're in survival mode, and I'll digress. And when we're in survival mode, we can't have time for meditation and contemplation. We can't have time to really ponder the things of the divine. We don't have time to think about others because we are frankly trying to get ours. And whenever we have enough, now we're free to be able to be agents in the world in a much more impactful way. So thank you for watching this video. Please comment below if it helps. Comment below just your thoughts, maybe your story about how your mindset shifting has changed your physical reality in life, your material reality, your financial reality. I think those stories are good to help share with other people so that we can see that, not only evil people are getting wealth, but also people who are, honest, who want to see good in the world, and who want to believe and know that they have more than enough and that there's always more to be made. There's more than enough, friends. There's more than enough. So please subscribe to the channel, like this video, give a comment. It really helps out, and I'm going to keep content coming that's going to help us progress further into spiritual freedom. That's what this channel is about. So thank you, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.